Welcome to Rastas Realities, and while I have your attention, can you please tap the like button and subscribe if you are not? Gratitude to you. On my content list is the reckless mindsets of Chicago drivers, hitting pedestrians on foot and while cycling. I have stories for the latter, but will hold off on doing so because litigation is ongoing. And as a proponent of protection of self in various aspects of individuality, mainly myself, as soon as the proceedings conclude, then I will drop that video that is waiting in the chamber of the content vault.
So what's this video about?
I'm glad that you asked. As time and laws changed, cycling on the sidewalks became a health hazard for the cyclists and the walking public, understandably. Most cops do not bother cyclists on sidewalks. I did not say all, as I was accosted back in, I believe, 2016 or 17 for riding on an empty sidewalk around Albany Park in Chicago. Fast forward to 2018 or 19, I was leaving a Jewel Osco, and as I proceeded out of the parking lot on an electric bike, one hand on the throttle and the brake, and the other filled with 2 or 3 bags, along with my backpack filled with groceries. Immediately, I left the lot to merge onto a street that was clear of traffic. And as I passed 1 or 2 parked vehicles, a door swung open. At the precise time that I was passing a parked vehicle, and the bike and my body smashed into the open door. My neck instantly was bent backwards from the force of the motor of the electric bike, as the throttle was still engaged at the time of the surprising opening of the vehicle door. Imagine riding a motorcycle or bike and someone pulled a line of some sort that contacts your head or neck that pulls it back while you are still moving forward. So at this point, I got off the throttle and engaged the brake with both hands, even with the bags in my hands, in my left hand, which caused me to fall instantly to the streets because now the momentum from what's the term I'm looking for? The forward momentum, when it's broken, when you're riding a bike and it's broken, of course you're going to fall. And so, remember, I was in the bike lane when this occurred. In other words, the vehicle operator did not use a portion of the vehicle that they signed and promised to do when they acquired a driver's license, which was to take a gander into the side view mirrors before exiting a vehicle. A common sense action. Or, clearly they did take a gander into the side view mirror and wanted to cause pain and an accident for entertainment purposes. Either way, it's not a good look for anyone.
You still haven't said what the video was about.
I'm building. Be patient. It'll make sense soon enough. So as a result, I figured to not be victimized by both careless drivers and parked morons any longer, that I would ride against traffic as opposed to the norm. Let me point out that as careful as one can be, there are still many people who are dangerous to society. Of course, my solution and this mindset set off various people on the roads and pedestrians, both recently and back then. Recently, nosy Caucasians deemed it necessary to question my practices in self-safety, asking,
"Why are you riding against traffic?"
or, Wrong way! At the time, I fought the inner anger that we as humans have to deal with against dumbass people and inquiries. I will give them credit, as they did not know about the aforementioned, and this is why I did not pop off on them. Politely, I asked them if they ever had someone open the door as you roll past in the bike lane. When they finally got a thought of comeback, it was only to reinforce their objection to a solution that benefited me and me alone. Let me say that again. When they finally got a thought of comeback, it was only to reinforce their objection to a solution that benefited me and me alone. I can undisputedly state that since I started riding against traffic, I have reduced the odds of a dumb driver opening a door while cycling past parked vehicles, as they see me coming, opposite of what's deemed the correct direction to ride. Now, before a viewer makes this video about ethnic backgrounds, this is not that. This is about safety for both drivers and cyclists that interchange those roles. That means drivers who cycle have the very same issues that cyclists do, and vice versa. The much larger issue is that the lack of attention to detail when driving and cycling. It has been surprising to be involved in multiple accidents on this year alone, based on my level of attention to detail that plays an integral role in both my personal and professional life. Translation: I have never had any broken bones and nerve damage until the year 2022. Lastly, the ability to foresee the actions of others is quite beneficial. It's all a matter of psychology, behavioral sciences, and the aforementioned attention to detail. You want better? Then you gotta be better. And that's the reality.